Hi, I'm Jim Jubak, and welcome to this week's Trend of the Week video. India's at a danger point. If you remember last week in my Trend of the Week video, I talked about a sort of emerging markets global debt bomb. We've got had a default in Sri Lanka. It looks like Laos is moving toward a default. But you could rightly say, hey, these are not markets that I own any of, and the global market really doesn't move with what happens in Sri Lanka. India looks like it's at a danger point. India is at a danger point. And India, you can't be discounted. It's the world's 6th largest economy. India runs a very persistent and very large current account deficit. And they rely on being able to raise money in the global financial markets to cover that deficit. The problem right now is they're seeing cash outflows at a time when their costs for fuel and food are rising. So the stress is all over the place. The rupee hit a record low in May. The central bank is trying to fight inflation at the same time as it's trying to keep the economy from tanking. Inflation right now is about 7.8%. They raised rates 50 basis points in June. After 40 basis points in May. So they're still raising rates, which is slowing the economy, which is not making things easier to make things clear how really severe things are. They slapped a ban on exports. India normally exports a lot of wheat, but at a time when prices are rising, they decided to keep it all home. They raised their import duty on gold. India is one of the largest gold importers for jewelry and stuff under your mattress. They basically added a duty on that to try to cut down the amount of money going out of the country into gold. The problem is that the current account deficit, remember I told you that India always runs a really big one, and is expected to double in 2022. This is not India, this is the emerging markets index as a whole. You can see this has not been a great time for emerging markets. Cash is flowing out of these markets, they're under a lot of stress, but it's still better than this, and this is the part that really disturbs me. We had a big plunge here, and then a slight recovery, but not to where we were, and now we're down pretty much relentlessly, and right now we're at this very low level. I think what you're seeing is a country which has to import cash to keep its funds going, struggling with higher prices as the world economy is in general. So we've got massive inflation at home, higher prices globally, investors who don't want to put money in it. I mean, this is a chart that shows that they don't want to do that. And India, I would say, is really the next major stress point for emerging markets. It's very hard not to have troubles in India sort of rise to the top of people's consciousness and for them to go, oh, okay, so emerging markets are not a place I want to be. And you look at this and you say, okay, these are countries that need cash flows, that are fighting inflation. They've got all the same problems as India does, so why would I put money in any of them? And I think that's what the danger that India poses to this whole sector. So thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. You can get more of this and other videos. We do about 3 a week. If you want to see more of my stuff, you can go to my free site. That's jubakpicks.com. Or more. That's 6 portfolios instead of 3. And on paid site is jubakam.com. Thanks very much for watching.